Um, so today is January 28th, 2015. It is a Wednesday. Go back. 27th, Tuesday. 26th, Monday. 25th, well, Sunday. The really strange thing about working for the CIA is that you have a tendency to create scenarios. That is sort of like mock battle scenes. And you kind of put your head in the minds of a terrorist to find out what they would do, you know. And then you're better understanding how to stop them. So now this is all like sword play. This is like jousting. This is like Don Juan. Oh, that movie. Ninth Gate. That is so freaking cool. But anyway, so let's say that you had this program that was able to use electrical current, either AC or DC, to invade or otherwise encroach upon a data system to find your way to control it. Anyway, so I've actually created an acronym for it, ICE. It's Interrupt, Corrupt Coding, Execute. It's real. So let's say you had somebody had ICE, and they were employing a auxiliary power unit at an airport, say in Seattle, on Sunday, January 25th. And say those auxiliary power units were hooked up to a Delta jet that was about to transport magically the Seahawks' entire sports team and apparatus to Phoenix. Well, with possibly a short stopover in Las Vegas so they could pick up hookers and drugs. I mean, we're gonna paint this picture. We might as well paint it realistically. But let's say you brilliant chemists down there in Langley. You sneaky CIA spooky guys and girls. Well, let's say that you had been toying around with things and looking at chemistry and things like that, and you say, most airlines have a Halon fire suppression system. Halon is a very interesting substance. It depletes the ozone, but it has other chemical properties. It's fairly stable once it's put in a sort of a canister or a can. It's not explosive, but it does, you do put it under pressure, and it will put out a freaking fire in a heartbeat. I saw a little bitty Christmas ornament with that little, not very much halon in it. Somebody set this Christmas tree on fire. When it reached it melted the halon ornament, and they put that fire out like in a heartbeat, baby, just blew it away. All right, so now remember, we're creating a scenario. This has nothing to do with reality. Anything to do with reality, well, be problems. But let's say somebody had found a way to introduce a substance, maybe a foreign substance, say something radioactive even, something that creates instabilities in the halon molecular structure. All right, so you have halon on board a Delta jet, let's say hypothetically, on Sunday, January 25th, 2015. And then you have the auxiliary power unit that's feeding code through that ICE program. And it's instructing the plane's avionics system to produce a very, very powerful electrical impulse. And this impulse will travel through over the entire surface of the wings and fuselage of the plane. I mean, it's like a Van de Graaff generator. You ever see a Van de Graaff generator? They're like rubber hoses. Anyway, so you get your code in place. The plane takes off. Somebody's monkeyed with the Halon fire suppression system aboard the jet, and anyway, the jet is in the air, and through this malicious code, a very powerful electrical impulse is generated that travels throughout. It's almost like lightning. It travels throughout the surface. It travels over the entire surface of the aircraft. But more importantly, it finally rolls up the power to a level where it's able to detonate the Halon canisters aboard the plane, blowing the fucking plane up. Right. So let's say that was true. Now let's say you have precedent. Say you have people, sneaky motherfuckers, terrorists, who tried, and maybe, well, in an experiment, but maybe like a very primitive version of what I've just described, from JFK aboard a plane that was idling quite a lot. I mean, just sitting there purring, using those old auxiliary power units. And anyway, when it took off, it blew itself up. But it looked like it had been struck by a missile. It actually might have been struck by its own lightning. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm getting signals I need to shut my mouth up. I'm talking too much. So, but I think I've ratted everybody out now, right? All the rats are out. The rats have jumped off the ship, and the ship is sinking. Anyway, this is Operations Officer Windfall asking you, are you having a nice day?